Happy Sunday, my beautiful friends. Hopefully you are all enjoying this amazing, beautiful day. Gorgeous here in Southern California. Just waiting to go live for people to see. What I want to do today is I want to provide some more details about what I witnessed yesterday, because it's been really sitting heavy on my heart. I was appalled. And it's very important that we continue this discussion, and because this is an education. This is all about teaching people the crazy world we are literally living in, where most people don't even realize the fraud that we've been all conditioned into. And people just take it like, hey, it's normal. You know, that we have people stopping us on, on our business as we are exercising our right to life and liberty and property. Okay, so I need to provide some additional details today from what happened yesterday. Okay, so everyone fully gets the picture. Yesterday, unfortunately, I didn't have much time. I wish I had time to talk to the peace officer because he obviously has absolutely no clue. Absolutely no clue. It's been done on purpose. So I'm just going to be waiting a few moments here for people to get on. Hey, Donna, great to see you guys. Yeah, so I'll be just waiting for a few moments here for people to tune in because it's very important that we start recording all these crimes. We start talking about these crimes. We cannot just let it go. It's been way too long. It's been generations after generations, and it's our duty, it's our obligations as Americans to speak up when we see crime, when we report a crime. We all have these wonderful devices. It's literally a gift from the great divine for us to be recording on a daily basis. You all have that obligation, that duty, that we all get educated, that we know our rights, and we start reporting these crimes, that we just take it viral, make it go viral, because this is the only way how this insanity will stop. Okay? So what happened yesterday? So yesterday I had this amazing morning at the beach. I was in Laguna Beach here in Southern California, then went for a cup of coffee. And I love this spot because it's right on PCH where you can see the ocean and you just see people walking, enjoying their life. It was beautiful Saturday morning, so people are enjoying their time off. And I just love to sit there, kind of reminiscent about, the whole week and what's coming ahead, and just really be in the moment and enjoy that, right? And I love to be among people and just seeing just peace and tranquility and people enjoying their life. So I'm sitting there, I'm sipping my beautiful double espresso macchiato, and sure enough, out of nowhere, I see a police car, and he turns his lights on, right? So I'm like, okay, what's going on? Because I was sitting there for quite some time and I didn't see any crime. I didn't see anyone getting hurt. I didn't see anyone being injured. I didn't see anyone calling, reporting crime, nothing of that. It was beautiful, peaceful Saturday morning. Everyone is enjoying their life. And so out of nowhere, this police car comes and he has his lights on. So obviously, there was an emergency somewhere, right? So as he's traveling, a car is in front of him, and that car was polite enough that pulled over to the side. And at that point, I knew really what's going on, that we are dealing with a robbery in a daylight. So I literally quit sipping my amazing double espresso macchiato, and I just went to the crime scene. Okay? And when I'm talking about crime scene, it was none of my brothers and sisters, my wonderful Americans who were just enjoying their life, who were exercising their unalienable God-given rights to life, liberty, and property. It was actually the police officer that committed crime. And let me explain to you exactly what I mean when I say that he committed crime. Okay? The moment he put on the lights on, he created intentional report of emergency. What that means is that there is emergency, right? And so he puts his lights on. This is why they don't want you to be screaming fire, fire in a movie theater, because it will panic people. People will be stumbling over each other. People will get hurt, okay? This is why, even according to their own statutes codes, which, by the way, have to be in compliance with the supreme law of the land, they cannot be repugnant to the Constitution, he committed crime. He committed crime. The moment he put the lights on, okay, and he forced that couple in that Mercedes to pull over, and they were kind enough to pull over. So he was the criminal at that point. He created false report of emergency, which here in California, it's California Penal Code 148.3. Okay? And when someone does it intentionally, it's a felony. Okay? It's a felony. It's a crime. And so he creates this crime. This couple was nice enough that they pulled their car to the side to assist this peace officer to proceed. But obviously, he was not attending to some emergency. He was after these people. Okay? He was after these people. Why? Because he has been trained by the attorneys, by, the district attorney office, how to extort peaceful, law-abiding Americans and extort them, rob them, assault them, kidnap them, arrest them. This is all what he did. And I was videotaping it yesterday. Okay? Why? Why does he do that? Because he has been trained, okay? And so he comes to the window of the driver, and I couldn't hear everything, but I kind of know what they do, right? And what does he do? He asks for papers. I need to see your driver's license. I need to see your registration. I need to see your insurance, blah, blah, blah. The moment people comply is now they are contracting, because he is literally forcing himself on these people to contract with him under duress, because he has gun. Okay, he has guns on him, he has a costume, he has badges, and this is how this whole thing was created, out of fear, violence, right? And we have to remember that this is a public servant. This is a public servant who is in that position to serve the public through the authority that we gave to them. Okay, so what we have to remember is where we stand on this food chain. Okay, are you on top? Or are you on a bottom as the U.S. citizen that the whole system bamboozled people into? I know where I stand. There is a creator and there is me. And then I gave limited power to my public servants that are in that position to serve me and all my brothers and sisters, to ensure that our rights are not trespassed on, that are not violated. But we have actually the very people we give this authority committing the crimes. And I need you people to really start seeing the truth. That police officer has absolutely zero nudge, nothing to come and assault any of you, unless there was a crime. For crime to exist, there has to be an injured party. So someone had to get hurt, someone had to file a complaint, or there has to be a warrant against these people issued. So this public servant has a right to come and assault them and make orders and create false report of emergency. If none of that exists, he has absolutely no authority, no right to come to anyone or pull anyone to the side. Absolutely zero authority. He has no right. He has no right because, and I was there, I was sitting there, I was watching everything from the very, very beginning, okay? There was no emergency. Those people that were pulled over, it's a routine thing that's happening every day in every town, in every city, in every county, in every state, and it's time that we start putting stop to it. That we start recording these crimes, that we start talking about these crimes, and that we hold these public servants accountable. Because let me tell you, that police officer, and this is not against him personally, because he has been indoctrinated, he has been miseducated, but we need to start holding this, someone needs to be responsible. Okay? Because ignorance is not an excuse. I am sorry. If you take a job where you want to serve the public as a public servant, you have to take an oath of office. Okay? That oath of office is a contract. It's a contract between the police officer and his people who gave him that limited authority for him to be protecting their rights. And if he's not doing the job, then he has absolutely no authority to wear that uniform and pretend to be law enforcement. And on top of it, pretend to be a peace officer. Let me tell you, anyone who is coming at you when there is no crime, no injured party, no complaint, and is assaulting you by asking you to perform certain things, like show me your papers, right? So I can trespass, so I can violate your rights and extort you because I'm a peace officer? Is that really a peace officer? That to me is actually a tyrant. That to me is a domestic enemy that's warring, that's declaring war on my brothers and sisters, our Constitution, and our Republic. And I have a problem with that. And I hope you have a problem with that too. And I hope that everyone has a problem with it, because this is what needs to stop, my beautiful friends. Yeah. We are the ones who are going to put stop to it. If you are waiting that some corrupt politician is going to fix this, well, you are living in delusion, okay? You are living in delusion, and they did it on purpose as well, okay? Oh yeah, just vote, just check these boxes, This is the suggestion, boxes for the slaves. These people do not have your interest. Okay? They just don't. And it's proven every day on every town, every city, every county, every state. How do you think that they are funding themselves? Through these extortions of peaceful, law-abiding Americans who are just traveling, who are just enjoying their day, okay? And this is what's happening to them. And the saddest thing is that I went to talk to the people who were assaulted, who were detained, which is an arrest, who were extorted for their autograph, and they had no clue. They had no clue. They had no clue. So it's about the time that we start having a clue what's really going on. All right? Like I said, just imagine that I have Lenka's company, okay? Because this is what it is. The County of Orange is a corporation. It's a private, for-profit corporation. This is where I am. I'm in Orange County in California. Check out your county. You will find it on Dun and Bradstreet. Okay, you put the name of your county. You can put Walmart, you can put Target, you can put your grocery store, and then you put a county of wherever you live. And you will find out that it's a corporation. Okay, so this corporation creates a corporate bylaws. Many of you are working for corporation, right? And that corporation has bylaws, has policies, and if you are an employee of that corporation, you have to comply with those bylaws, policies, mandates, whatever it is. But unless you are the employee, it doesn't apply to regular people like you and I. It doesn't apply. I don't work for the County of Orange. I don't work for their corporation, right? I am peaceful, law-abiding American, and my rights are secured by the supreme law of the land, and anything that's repugnant to that, to my rights that come from my creator, which include my right to life, liberty, and property. So I'm free to roam around. I'm free to take my property, aka my automobile, and I can take it from point A to point B. That's called traveling. I am not functioning in commerce. I am not required to register it with this corporation or the corporation of the state, which also is a corporation. So your state of, California is a corporation. State of Pennsylvania is a corporation. State of New Jersey, New York, Oklahoma, Tennessee, you name it. It's a corporation. And they force you through this forced under duress contracting to become a part of their scheme. And this is why they then think that they can be pulling, that then they hire their security guards. And this is exactly what it is. So yesterday, it was the police of Laguna Beach that was pulling over these people. That's not even under the sheriff's department. It's not even the sheriff's department, but I will talk about it too. This is literally privately owned, once again, a corporation, like a security guard. Like when you go to mall, like you have a security guards at the mall. They guard the mall. This is exactly the same. Exactly the same. These people are working for the corporation. The corporation put costumes on them. They gave them badges. They gave them guns. And now what they are doing is they are parading across all the streets, across the whole entire America, harassing, assaulting, kidnapping, torturing all my brothers and sisters. And they are your brothers and sisters too. Okay, this is what they are doing. And we are just watching it like, oh yeah, I got a ticket. Ticket for what? Ticket for what? Where is the crime? Where is the injured party? And then you go to their kangaroo court and there's, who is the injured party? So are you telling me if the cop even shows up? Well, now they don't even make the cops show up. This is absolutely mind-blowing to me. How can you even be discussing anything when your accuser is not there? And if the cop even comes, so now, okay, so he is the injured party, and he is the accuser, and he's the witness, and he's also the prosecutor. So he's now having like all these different roles? Seriously? While he is an employee of the corporation, a private security guard, and we are buying it, people? We need to put stop to this insanity. Let me actually read you something here. Title 5 from their own legislative, which is the legal la la land, okay? We have the Constitution, which is for the people, for the living men and women on the land. So if you are living and you have a beating heart and you have a soul, you are a living woman and man. You are not a person. You are not a resident. You are not a citizen. And many of all these legalese terminologies, which basically bamboozle you into their legal la-la land. Okay? So, but let me tell you, even within their jurisdiction, they have to distinguish. They have to distinguish. So, in the California, it's Title 5, and it's Section 54950, and it reads, "The people of this state do not yield their sovereignty to the agencies which serve them. The people, in delegating authority, do not give their public servants the right to decide what is good for the people to know and what is not good for them to know. The people insist on remaining informed so they may retain control over the instruments they have created." There you have it. Let me repeat the very first sentence, which is critical. The people of this state do not yield their sovereignty to the agencies that serve them. Okay? So the County of Orange, DBA, doing business as a corporation, private, for-profit, okay, they might be providing certain services, but I do not yield my sovereignty to the agency, okay? And this is what we need to start really understanding, that their statutes, codes, and mandates and ordinances and bills and whatever they are passing, these corrupt politicians, unless they are in complete compliance with the Constitution, they are null and void. That's how simple it is. They are null and void. So any of these yahoos with the badges and the guns that are stopping people on the streets to force themselves, they are literally forcing contract on these people. So yesterday, what happened? I believe the traveler, my my fellow Americans, they had some issue with the registration tax or something like that. That's why this cop created false report of emergency, committed crime, so he can now extort them. Okay, so when he came to them and they agreed to provide their papers, people, this is like Nazi Germany. Okay, show me your papers. Show me your papers. This is it. And when they show the papers, now this is when they agreed to contract, because the cop was forcing himself to contract, right? So their registration wasn't whatever it was, right? And now he went back to the car. He got the information so he can access all the DMV information. This is why they are forcing you to register and comply with all of that. So he has an access so he can issue a ticket, right? And in the ticket, this is why on their forms, it's in a box, because it has nothing to do, actually. The ticket is an instrument. It's an instrument. And they are looking for your autograph. Now, the cop doesn't know anything about it, okay? There is a reason why they are recruiting people with lower IQ, and this is nothing personal. I'm not putting anyone down. It's a fact, okay? Because they want just people who will blindly follow orders and don't ask questions, okay? This is people from military. Just, this is the order, and soldier, go and execute, because I'm a general, okay? I'm the general, I'm the DA, and I created this law, and I need you to go out there and to execute it. Go to extort these people, because I need their autographs. Why do they need the autographs? Because now it creates a bond. So he takes the ticket, they take it to court. Okay, and the court creates a bond. They create a bid bond, performance, and payment bond. This is how money is created in society when we have no lawful money. If you read the Constitution, Article 1, Section 10, only gold and silver is our lawful money. Well, when was the last time you paid with gold and silver? We didn't, right? So they created this the fake currency, the fiat currency. So your dollars, it's FRNs, it's Federal Reserve notes. They are debt notes. So this is, and people think, oh yeah, you know, we have to be good citizens and we have to pay our taxes because it pays for the services. No, absolutely not. This is how the counties and the state and the whole government is funding itself, through all these extortions and literally daylight robbery. What's happening under our nose? And we comply with it. We go along with it. We don't report it. We don't record it. We don't talk about it. And this is changing, because yesterday it really hit me, and I dropped everything, and I said, you know what, I'm going to report it. And I wish I had more time that I could actually educate the officer, who is absolutely, obviously, you know, and for a reason, on a purpose, he's absolutely, you know, unaware that they actually hired him to be part of organized crime. This is racketeering. This is RICO violations. You know, and I'm sure that if he truly understood and if he was educated, he would not be doing it. I'm sure he looked like a very nice man, you know, who just wants to do the right thing. But unfortunately, he's not. He's not. So he is a part of organized crime, where he is now warring against his brothers and sisters. I'm sure that he lives in the same town or definitely probably in the same county, right? He's a good man. He probably has a family. He has kids. The kids go to the same schools like our kids go. And if he was properly educated by the law, he would not be doing this. So this is why we will be doing this. We need to go out there and we need to report and we need to record all these crimes, and we need to start educating. We need to start educating our people what's actually happening, and then asking questions. Well, so now, Mr. Police Officer, do you want to be part of this organized crime? Or do you want to actually go on the side of law and you want to help America to become the republic, right? That we are guaranteed. And I'm not talking about playing the sides, the Democrat versus Republican. That's another just a veil to keep everyone fighting, while, you know, the behind the scene, the international banksters are stealing your rights, your property, your children, your everything. So people think that, oh yeah, if I'm with the right party and the right party will fix everything. No, they are part of it. They are part of it. It's part of it. There is no such thing as right or left wing. It's a part of the same bird. People, get it. You need to really understand it. So we stop fighting among ourselves. The Republican is fighting the Democrat, you know, the Christian is fighting the Muslim, you know, the black are fighting the white. This is done on purpose, people. Divide and conquer. Divide and conquer. So when I am recording, when I'm reporting, I'm not against anyone. You know what I'm against? I am against corruption, fraud, deceit. And I am for liberty. I am for truth. And this is why I need your help. Everyone needs to be doing it. Just get the cameras out and start recording it, okay? You don't need to fully understand everything, but just start recording it, and then we can talk about it. Tag me in it, and I can provide more information. All the crimes that are committing. Of course, there is a difference if someone gets hit or hurt. Yeah, there is a difference. But when we need to stop. We need to stop. Oh yeah, someone said in one of the comments, well, we need to have like a proactive laws. So we prevent things and people from being hurt. Like, no, we don't. No, we don't. I'm sorry. The law is already set. It's the God's law. And we have a compass that's been integrated within us, in our heart. We know the difference between right and wrong. We know that we should plan accordingly, our day, our schedule, right? So that's why I always leave earlier to my appointments, so I don't have to cause havoc on the road. So I don't have to speed. I don't have to run red lights. I am a conscious woman. I am a woman of honor. I don't want to be a danger to the society. I know what's the difference between right and wrong, but I do not want to be raising society of tyrants that regulate my behavior. If I decide that I buy an amazing sports car, okay, and I want to take it for a ride, and it's on a highway, there is no one there, I'm not endangering anyone, and I want to just really try it out, I have the right to do so. Okay, and I'm conscious enough that I do know how to be safe and how to keep other people safe too. Okay, I do. And this is how we are also raising our children. That our kids, before they get on the road, that we already have taught them how to be people of honor, how to travel safely, not only for their sake, but also for the sake of other people around them. That's our job. That's our responsibility. As parents, as uncles and aunts, as grandparents, that's our job. That's not the job of the state, the DMV, or anyone else. That's your job and mine, right? And then when we all do our thing and our job, then we don't need to be, when we raise our children as an honorable, loving people, and that's also how we function. We don't need to be raising a society of tyrants in costumes and badges and guns to be regulating our behavior. I'm sick and tired of it. I'm sick and tired of it. I don't need a babysitter. We don't need the babysitters. So, my beautiful friends, so what happened yesterday was absolutely appalling to me. And I wanted to explain this to you. So you have to remember, without injured party, there is no crime. So that's the criminal part of it. Okay, if there was no damage or no loss, now there's no civil case either. Okay, so it's all made up statutes and codes, just to keep you living in fear, being afraid, being totally controlled by your masters. And they are just creating more and more of these, statutes, codes, and regulations. And you can see it, now with this pandemic, right? How compliant people are. And they actually think it's a law. No, the law is already set. It's God's law, nature's law. And those laws cannot be negotiated. They are set. And this is why our founding fathers gave us the Constitution. Our rights do not come from the Constitution. They are secured by it. And it's very important that we start remembering who we are on that food chain. That, I am one with my Creator. And I gave limited powers, limited authority to government, my public servants, who are there to protect those rights. For me, my family, my fellow brothers and sisters, my fellow Americans. This is why we have the Constitution. We are not party to the Constitution. The Constitution is for our public servants, and it's about the time we hold them responsible. So the police officer yesterday, he took an oath of office, right? That he will uphold and he will support the Constitution, which secures those people that he was extorting their rights, right? So he breached his contract. He perjured his oath, and he has absolutely no lawful authority to put on that uniform anymore. And all those people have to do is actually hold him responsible and accountable. And when we all start doing this, my friends, it will be all over. But we need to start holding them responsible and accountable. Because if it's not going to be us, it's, don't think that like there is some savior coming who is going to save the day, and you don't have to, take the duty that you have as an American to do what's right thing to do. We have to hold these public servants accountable. Period. On everything. On everything, everywhere, every town, every city, every county, every state, across the whole America and the rest of the world. So if you are not in America, people out there in the world, let me tell you, you have the same human rights. You have the same human rights. And it's the time that we start standing up for our rights. Because let me tell you something that you need to take into your heart. If you do not know your rights, you have no rights. Okay, you will be controlled, you will be manipulated, and then you will really have tough time. And this is the time where we are putting stop to it. Everywhere. We are witnesses, right? So get your cameras out, start recording all these crimes, just post it on social media, and it's time that we become very loud about this. That we just don't go, we turn our head, right? And we just pretend like it's not happening. It's happening. And it will take the village, and we have the village, and we need to start becoming very loud and hold these people accountable. I'm sending much love. Have an amazing rest of the day, and I'm going to see you on the inside.